I planted my first garden when I was a little boy. I was probably 10 or 11. My parents planted a big garden and I hated it because they would always make me get out in the hot sun and weed. That didn't do much for my enjoyment of gardening. But I did love tomatoes, especially cherry tomatoes. So I asked my dad if he would let me plant my own little garden, and he agreed. So he helped me make a 3-foot by 3-foot box out of plywood. We set it on the corner of the patio. We filled it full of dirt, and I planted 4 little cherry tomato plants, 1 in each corner, and that was my first garden. I came out the next day and everything was wilted. And I asked my dad, what's happening? He said, well, they need water and they need you to give it to them because this is your project now. And if you're going to have tomatoes, you need to take care of them. And that was a huge, huge lesson for a little boy, to understand the cause and effect of taking care of something. So I went and got the garden hose and watered them all in. And within about 30 minutes or so, they perked back up. And I thought, wow, I did that. I made that happen. And that same lesson applies today in this garden. I didn't get here by mistake or by chance. No, I created this garden because I learned as a little boy how to take care of something. And as you can see, it's come a long way since my 4 little tomato plants. But the idea is still the same. I have to take care of this. This does not just happen. If I didn't apply myself, it would be overgrown with weeds and it wouldn't look anything like this. That's not the reason I garden. I think I got my real reason from my dad. Dad was into roses. That was his thing. He loved the beauty of the rose. And he was the type not to complain and say, why are all these thorns on these flowers? But he was more fascinated by why are these beautiful roses set among thorns. And I got that from him, that fascination of putting something in the ground and watching it come up beautiful and full. Even though roses aren't my thing, I think it's the same idea. You know, people say that I look like my dad, and what I especially love is when people say, you know, you sound just like your father. So if I look like him and I sound like him, would not it make sense that I act like him? And so yes, the reason I garden is I love to nurture beauty. I love to see something go into the dirt and come out of it like this. But that's not enough. That's not all of it. Beauty has to be shared. And I love nothing more than someone walking in and saying, oh my God, look at this. I could sit here for hours. Yeah, that's why I garden too. Embrace the beauty, but let others enjoy it. Now, I've told some of my friends, want to get to know me? Study my garden. Come in and take a look around. What do you see? Why are things laid out the way they are? See what you see. Pay attention to what you see. Because this is what I look like on the inside.